venue that's been sold out since it opened back in 2002. There's a look at the home of the Patriots, Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the New York Jets. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. To return, it's Cam Sutton. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. They go play action now with McSorley. Escaping the pressure right. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Another try after the first down sack. McSorley. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his 6'5 receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On the option, here's Eckler. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down. Off of play action, it's McSorley. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
McSorley's throw taken in by Slayton. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that makes the score 7-0. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Well, throw on first down with Wilson. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just...
And trying to get it to Ruggs, but it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. Now this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here. They go play action with Wilson. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down. To try again after the sack. Wilson airing it out deep for Smith. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And he'll find Ruggs on the right side. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Throwing again here, Wilson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And the Patriots are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Snell. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making it. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Will Dissly, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are back within a score. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Russell Wilson now will bring his guys up to go for 2. They'll look to run for it with Williams. And he will get into the end zone, and a 2-point conversion will cut this down to a 6-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
Looking to throw on 1st and 10. Here's McSorley. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Eckler will take this one in. Touchdown, New York. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Folk connects on the extra point, and that makes it 21-8. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. That's complete to Dissly, the tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Deebo Samuel with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. Russell Wilson now will bring his guys up to go for 2. Wilson going to throw for it. And the Patriots are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
And up to about the 26-yard line. Just across the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. McSorley from the shotgun. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Darius Slayton, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So now once again the Jets will line up to go for 2 here. They'll try and throw for it. Out to his left. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big play there for the Patriots. They go play action now. Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And the Jets are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
McSorley, 1st and 10. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he'll get a 9-yard line brought down there. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Now McSorley. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Here's McSorley on 1st and 10. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, these 2 teams, you might remember, met in Foxborough earlier in the season with the Patriots winning that ball game. So they're trying to win here in Foxborough to capture the season series.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. After the interception, here's Wilson. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
These 2 teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the Patriots who got the win on the road, so they'll look to finish off the sweep here in Foxborough.
Here's 2nd and 10. Wilson. And a slant hauled in by Ruggs. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it online and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the 3rd quarter is underway. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Play action. It's Wilson. This is Smith with a grab. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big play there for the Patriots. Play action. Now Wilson. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Will Dissly, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Pats come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Russell Wilson now will bring his guys up to go for two. They'll look to throw. Throws left side. Yeah, he's got it. They convert for two, and that gets them even closer. Now a two-point game. So they're able to throw it in for the two-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change because otherwise that could overrun you.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone to the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on him.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback. And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Running on first down, Eckler. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On the give, this is Eckler. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. It's Eckler again. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And they'll try the action on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Trace McSorley scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out. And the Jets will extend their lead. And now again, the Jets will line up for 2. Throwing is McSorley. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Now Wilson on first down. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. To throw again is Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. This is caught. Touchdown! Henry Ruggs with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Patriots are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Flush to his right. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Coleman now to return. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. The handoff, it's Eckler. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Out of the shotgun, McSorley. He's going to look downfield for Henry. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a big play that time by the Jets. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Option play, and they'll give to Eckler. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They go play action now with McSorley. Drops it off for Coleman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Well, a clear running situation. Trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play. Set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play. And they hit him.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots.
I know you're looking at the scoreboard clock. We're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. They go play action with Wilson. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Throwing again here, Wilson. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. Eluding the pressure right.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 38. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
Saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
That's caught, and he finds his way into the end zone as the lead moves to 10. So they try to make it a 2-score game with a conversion. It pays off.
And they've looked at the situation, figured it out well. A 2-score game in this situation, they've got to feel much better about where they are.
This taken in at the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Will Dissly, the intended receiver.
But it'll be 2nd down. Now Wilson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to get this beyond the 30 before it's taken down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw there complete to Ruggs.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Wilson to throw. This is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. Here's 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Wilson. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that 1st down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
Now Wilson. He'll buy some time right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Tre'Davious White with a pick. He's at the 50. The 30. Past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a